Hey, welcome to match 4. This hand is pretty good. Really needs an opal to make it excellent, but I think we work with what we can. Probably going ginger root over Valskirch. Opponent emulsify hallowed fountain. That's playing against Cheerios. All right. This will be a match. Ginger root. Basically going, I hope he stumbles. Which he might have, given that there was a multi-5. If he gets to start going off, we basically lose. I respect the Cheerios, though. Cheerios is a good deck. Ugh. Oh. Game's getting harder. There might not be another turn. Because his hand is basically a Baron 2 equipment. From a Baron 2 equipment, it is pretty easy for him to flood out. But it's also very possible that he just wins. So, time to sit back and enjoy the fireworks from the other side of the board where I don't actually have to do the clicking. Ha. Alright, still going. So, had some good running so far. Is there a retract in the future? No retract. Alright. How big does that thing get? Up to 10? Cranial plating doesn't actually matter. Actually, well... So cranial plating... I can put the cranial plating on the Ornithopter. That means that he's going to have block Ornithopter. Everything else will get in, and then I win with Gingerbrute next turn, if I get a next turn. That seems good. So he takes 6 down to 6. And I have Gingerbrute lethal next turn. If I get a next turn. I need him to flood out pretty impressively, because from this position it's kind of hard to lose as the Cheerios player. He's got basically all the money he wants. Basically, the only way for him to lose is if his entire hand is lands. Come on, he disconnects. That's just shame. Alright, so 2 Thoughtseizes, Dispatch, and probably not the counter spells. I could go for counter spells on the retracts. But I don't know if I like that. I think I'd rather have more 1-drops and try to kill him faster. Okay. At least that was a very short disconnect, thankfully. Someday I'm going to finish writing my simulator to figure out exactly Cheerios' win rate at specific margins. Alright, you equipped up the Pure Steel Paladin. Played a land, and you're going to play a SRAM or another Pure Steel Paladin. And if he's got another retract, I'm done. Okay. He just picked up 16 cards, and I think it's literally impossible to fizzle from there. So I'm not going to sit around and make him do it. Alright. Dispatch, Thoughtseize. Take out these things because they're slower. Yeah, like that. Hopefully have enough removal to keep down all of his dudes. Yep. Let's play first. I have a Thoughtseize. I will keep this hand. Let's see. Spire is better than Darksteel Citadel there, because if you draw another, if I draw another Spire or Glimmervoid, I will definitely have preferred taking the Spire over something else. Alright, so Thoughtseize him. See if he's got 2 dudes or just 1. Him shocking was a little weird. I'm very curious what's in his hand that makes him shock. I think he's deciding whether or not like to path the signal past. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Not that he pathed it, but oh right, I don't have anything for path, whatever. Wow, that's a hand. Okay. Do I take repeal? I just take Pure Steel. Alright, well, he's got a good hand. Marsh Flats, fetches. Fountain, SRAM, nothing on the SRAM itself. That unblockable. Stop on his draw step. killed this ram now. Now that he can't noxious it back for the turn. He also can't repeal it. Now, hopefully this encourages him to go for Fragmentize on the Ginger Brute. So that I can play this Cranial Plating without it getting killed. Yes, perfect. Cranial Plating. Now when he goes for Revival on the SRAM, or the Pure Steel, I can blast it. Revival on Fragmentize. Did not see that one coming. Alright. I think that's incorrect. To be entirely honest. I think he is better served trying to combo off and hoping that I don't win the race. But maybe he's just like, yeah, my hand's garbage. I'm not going to be able to combo off anytime soon, and I just gotta pray that you don't have more damage. I mean, so far I'm not drawing damage, but playing the Ornithopter may have been a mistake. So it lets him cycle Repeal. But if it was a mistake, it was not a significant one. He was basically going to be able to cycle Repeal whenever he wanted. At some point during the game. I do feel like he should be looking at cycling the thing. Because right now he's not making progress towards winning. Maybe he'll cycle it on Memnite for the one less damage that he'll take. Question is, does he put me on Galvanic Blast or holding a useless land in hand? Because, honestly, it's basically 50-50 either way. Like, if this was another Spire of Industry, I definitely wouldn't have played it. Alright, now he cycles it. So he got 4 no cards in hand. 5 after the draw. Like, for example, I'm not playing that Spire of Industry. So this knocks him down to 6. I have lethal next turn if I'm not forced to fire the Galvanic Blast at a creature. I don't know what he could have, but I don't see a reason to Galvanic Blast now instead of after he taps mana. Like, the second he taps, you know, any amount of mana, he's dead, so. as well do that. And we can just see if he concedes here, which he does. Alright. I imagine his hand was full of artifacts that didn't do anything because he didn't revival back one of his creatures. Alright. Feel good about my position. About my choices. Yeah, sure. This hand is fine. I get to hold up a Galvanic Blast on turn 1, which is pretty good. By pretty good, I mean basically essential. Especially if he's keeping cards. Oh, he's mulliganing to 6 to 5. Is he going down to 4? Yes, he's going down to 4. Alright, GG, I win. Woo. The hazards of playing Cheerios. Sometimes you just mulligan and your opponent has a single removal spell and you're like, well, my game plan is not functional. I really hope his creature is a Pure Steel Paladin, because then Galvanic Blast screws him even harder because he doesn't get the redraw off the first cast. And okay, it's fine. He's not winning by 1 for 1ing me, and I don't feel compelled to run out this Master of Ethereum as fast as I can. I'm just gonna hold up Galvanic Blast because him playing a creature and getting a lucky streak of draws is the only way he gets back into this game. I do think he's overboarding significantly. I think against a deck like Affinity, when you're playing, like, you only want to play Fragmentize and Path to Exile with Cheerios if you expect hate-based versions of those cards. Do I even want to cast Master of Ethereum this turn? No. I think he might have Path. Feels like he's that kind of player. Appeal? Okay. Oh, I spent a couple damage that I could have had, but meh. And pass the turn. Alright. Yeah, you only want Fragmentize against, like, Damping Sphere type stuff. You don't want to bring it in to try to, like, just kill your Affinity opponent's garbage. I feel like he'd much rather have, you know, a creature in the graveyard and whatever card brings it back. This is lethal, so I'm going to not play the Cranial Plating. Unless he has something. Path, okay. Don't have a basic land. Do 4 damage. I should have tapped the Mox Opal. He had a window where he could try to, like, repeal the Mox Opal and then go off. Like I said, I don't care about killing him fast. I just need to like kill him faster than he can combo off, and the fact that he's diluted his deck with this nonsense means that he's not comboing off quickly. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip there. Attack. La da da, you're dead. Yep. Yeah, don't overboard this kind of removal against a deck that's not actually trying to disrupt you with creatures or permanents.